Hey, hey, hey. Time for an out-of-this-world story from rSpace. Divorce. The midlife crisis where instead of a sports car, you get a lawyer and a new wardrobe of court-ready suits. Today in rSpace, suit up. Up first, OP navigates the aftermath of his own marital earthquake. Late bloomer, ex-wife hitting rock bottom. Last spring, I, 42 male, caught my wife Ann, 39 female, having an affair. She got outed by a family friend who saw them out together. We tried counseling for the sake of our children, but she cheated again and came out as a lesbian. This was with a different woman than she got caught with the first time, and she ended up moving in with her affair partner. After 17 years together, I was blindsided and hurt. She had never given me a hint about her sexuality or being attracted to women. Our 2 kids took it hard. 13-year-old son was confused and cried a lot. Our 15-year-old daughter, on the other hand, was filled with rage and wanted nothing to do with her mother. Both of them begged to stay with me. When we divorced, Anne let me keep the house, and in exchange, I didn't seek child support from her. After the divorce was final, she wanted the kids to spend the weekend with her at her affair partner's house. The daughter refused to go, and my son called me several hours after he left, asking me to come get him. At one point, we were all 3 in therapy. My son still sees his therapist after 9 months. He is doing better, but still has periods of depression. My daughter quit therapy after 2 months and refuses to go back because she feels the therapist was taking her mother's side. She blames her mother for ruining her life and breaking up our family. She still refuses to see or talk to my ex. At Christmas, Anne wanted to see the kids and try to mend fences. She brought several presents for each of them. Our daughter locked herself in her room until Anne left. Anne tried to talk to her through the door but got no response. Our son was a little more open. He opened the presents and thanked her. She tried to talk to him and explain things, but he started crying. She got ready to leave and tried to talk to our daughter again, to no avail, and as she left, she tried to get a hug from our son, but he refused. She was starting to cry as she left. I called Anne the next day and apologized. I had warned her that she would probably not get a warm welcome from the kids. I told her I would take the kids to her parents tomorrow for Christmas. I have tried to keep their grandparents in their lives whenever possible. In February, my son's birthday came and went without a word from Anne. Anne's dad did reach out and said Anne had been drinking a lot and he was getting worried. By April, it had got so bad she had lost her job and her partner had broken up with her. I'm guessing she will wind up staying with her parents before long. If that happens, the kids will not likely want to stay at their grandparents while she is there. I really hope she gets some help soon. I saw her at the store and she looks like she put on 20 to 30 pounds and just looks terrible. The classic midlife crisis double whammy special. Caught in an affair, turns out she's a lesbian, moves in with her new partner, and then the universe decides to throw in a bonus round of job loss and a personal appearance overhaul. Anne really went for the full makeover package, didn't she? Meanwhile, you're the MVP dad, keeping it all together, managing therapy sessions, birthdays, and potential awkward family reunions like a seasoned diplomat. If there were a medal for handling a roller coaster of a divorce, you'd definitely be on the podium. Do you think OP was too easy on her? Let us know in the comments below. Next up, when life gives you a cheater, you definitely don't want to linger too long at the departure gate. My wife is moving out today. I am 1 month post D-Day. My wife of nearly 15 years is having an affair that has spanned the past 9 months. We have 2 wonderful children, preteens. The past 4 weeks have been a roller coaster of emotions and pain. As the shock of this surprising revelation passes for the moment, I'm reflecting on what lies ahead. I'm reflecting on what has been said and my panicked behavior during the first 3 weeks. I found momentary peace when she revealed the affair partner's identity. When she revealed that she is in love, it seems more like something I have the ability to understand and accept. Today, I am afraid, as the woman I committed my life to says she has never been attracted to me, is processing a lifetime of trauma and emotional abuse from others, must leave to find herself. I began with shock, offering forgiveness, feelings of love, shared assurances that we could be the best friend co-parents, and a desperate desire to consume any content that would reveal a path to reconciliation. I thought surely a reconciliation could and would produce a new relationship that transcends the problems of our past. I thought my commitment and love and forgiveness can help to set this relationship back on track. We have cycled through all the typical phases. It's all her fault, it's all my fault, it's our fault. We did the best we could. We love each other. We are best friends. This will never work. Don't close doors for the future. Who knows what can happen? I'm a failure. I'm disgusting. She is disgusting. All of it. She is leaving today, perhaps forever, and I was wrong. It is comforting to find indifference during this time. The cathartic and recent consumption of chump ladies content, while sometimes harsh, appears to have helped me achieve some semblance of indifference, and it is dang comforting. I'm a prize. I'm not ugly. She is losing. I may be at the cusp of gaining a life I deserve. Journaling helps. Having people to talk to helps. Keeping her secrets is not necessary, as long as I have some assurances that I can filter the information that may eventually be revealed to my kids. They deserve none of this. Today could be a hard day. I'm trying to block out the panic, the dread of what the future holds, and just to hang on to the meh. I want my kids to know that this is okay for them, that they will stay with mom a couple of nights a week, and they will be home for school, for sports, that their life is still okay. I'm working on securing legal counsel. I believe a divorce will be in my near future. I wish she would get a dang job first. I don't want to support her anymore. While every day reveals a bit more that I can do this, that I am a dang champ and no longer a chump, I am scared. I'm scared of the pain. I'm scared for my kids. I'm scared for my future. But for the first time in a month, I'm not scared about my wife's path of healing. I care much less about her path, knowing that I'm no longer responsible for it, and that I never was. I don't know exactly what I'm looking for here, but I have been reading these stories and felt I would try telling my own. Any advice you may be able to offer would be most welcome. Thank you for reading my story. Ask for advice and the community will never disappoint. First up, since she doesn't have a job you might be liable for child support and alimony, you had best get every shred of proof that you can of the affair. The OP replies, I know who he is. I have a picture of them together in a work setting. I don't know what more I can do at the moment. I have no written admission. She says she would want an amicable split. Without contention, I know I need to be prepared. Perhaps a lawyer will give me advice that is actionable. Someone else chimes in, many chumps were able to get a fair settlement while their cheaters were in the fog. I'd probably draft an offer with just enough transition alimony to make her sign, but not enough where you'd be stuck paying for life. Cheaters tend to be stupid, but reality hits them quick. You've got a small window of opportunity, so use it. There's a chance it won't work, but it's worth a try. I regret not doing this and ended up with a divorce that took 3 years, 11 court dates, 2 attorneys, and cost $15,000. I'd do things differently now that I know what I know. I'm happy with the outcome, yes, but I made it harder than it had to be. Seeing an attorney needs to be top priority right now. Do it, and you can thank us all later. I also got dumped for a coworker, so I've been where you are. 28 years gone in an afternoon. The joys of post-D-Day drama, where the only silver lining is realizing you won't have to pretend to like her aunt's meatloaf at family gatherings anymore. Remember, as you navigate this new terrain, keep your chin up and your bank statements closer. And hey, when life gives you lemons, make sure your lawyer squeezes out a fair settlement before the lemonade stands open. Here's to hoping your ex's journey of self-discovery leads her straight to a 9-to-5 job. Update. 2 months post D-Day. The path continues forward. Short catch-up. Wife of 14 years had a month-long physical affair that continued after D-Day. D-Day was 2 months ago. We have kids. She moved out. Couples counseling is over. Individual counseling continues. Life is weird. We are in contact, but keeping it brief for most of the time. For the kids. Friendly, not friends. She continues with wild fluctuations of how she sees our relationship, her relationship with the affair partner, me as a husband, etc. Since stopping couples counseling, I plan to offer less opportunities for conversation like these to continue. Update. Good news. I finally found a lawyer. The other betrayed spouse knows, and my wife broke up with her affair partner. At first I felt indifferent about the breakup. I have a lawyer now. I can keep moving forward with divorce. Now the doubts creep in. Am I moving too fast? Has she simply not had time to process what happened? Is this really what I want? My wife is beginning to stabilize mentally, so it's starting to make me doubt my path. I started entertaining the thought that her mental state is a reasonable explanation for her affair. I started to wonder if she has more time and will try to win me back. In my mind, I know this isn't true. I know that I can't trust her as a partner. I know that even if I accept what she did, I don't want it to be a part of my future story. I don't accept that this is healthy for any future relationship. I think there's no such thing as reconciliation for affairs like hers. I think people just choose to lie to themselves because it seems more comfortable. She's making progress on getting a job and a better place to start 50-50 parenting. This helps me, financially and emotionally. Now I'm faced with increased alone time and wondering if my doubts are just anxiousness about seeing my kids less. Even though I think learning to be alone and having space to do what I want is likely what is best for me. I'll continue with individual counseling. It's good to have an outlet. I have opened up to my own family who have been incredibly supportive. Overall, I think I'm doing well, all things considered. A little over 2 months since D-Day, and I'm not thriving, but I'm doing more than just surviving. Since ending couples counseling and finding a lawyer, my blood pressure is lower, I'm sleeping a bit better, and I have less anxiety. Now maybe I want to have the space in my mind to start making more concrete plans for divorce. The community responds in kind. First up, I know that I can't trust her as a partner. I know that even if I accept what she did, I don't want it to be a part of my future story. This is your logical brain speaking to you. Listen to it. Don't offer excuses for her behavior. Mental health issues are serious, but not justification for an affair. You don't list her efforts to get back with you or her showing true remorse. My guess is she has already made peace with herself to leave the marriage. Stay the course with divorce, OP. Plan your future without her in it, except for the kids. You will be a survivor. Your kids will recognize you as the stable parent and love and respect you for that. Take care of you. Next person says, move on. True, she will never be a safe partner for you. Stay in individual counseling and focus on developing a good co-parenting arrangement. Stay firm on the divorce. Nothing good will come from staying. Congratulations on finding a lawyer. It's like discovering the gold ticket to the divorce factory. Now that you've got the legal side covered, it's time to kick back, relax, and let the doubts flood in like an unexpected rainy season in your emotional desert. Remember, questioning if you're moving too fast is like wondering if you should stop for gas after your engine's already coughing up smoke. It's probably a good call. And hey, don't buy into the mental state excuse for her affair. Last I checked, therapy doesn't usually come in the form of a fling with someone else. Keep up the individual counseling sessions. It's like paying a therapist to remind you why you're doing better off without her. Stay strong, stay single, and let's hope the only wild fluctuations you'll deal with in the future involve your stock portfolio, not your ex's emotional baggage. Have you ever been in this situation? What would you do? Let us know below. And thank you for joining us today on rSpace. Be sure to like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our next video. See you next time.